Welcome viewers to Mama Elsa's kitchen. Today we're making honey chicken. Some have tested it from Chinese shops. I want to teach you a quick, easier method which I've recently learned, and we'll have quite a number of ingredients. We've got 2 medium-sized chicken breasts, and we'll marinate this with garlic, soya sauce, black pepper, and salt. After cutting it, we'll marinate with this. Then later, we'll want to dip it in flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but I'll be using self-raising flour, and then corn flour and baking powder. Then at the back there, the other ingredients that I have, this will be for the sauce. We'll have honey, because it's honey chicken. And I'll use a bit of tomato sauce. This all will be used for the sauce, and a bit of like brown sugar. The oil there is for deep frying. So what we'll do now, I'll go ahead and cut the chicken breast. I'll cut it like into, I've already washed my hands. I'll cut it into cubes, sort of. Cubes like that. About those will have measurements, maybe about 2 centimeters, 1.5 to 2 centimeters. Don't make them too big, because you want them to cook through nicely. So I'll just go quickly and do that, so that we can marinate them. We'll do that one. Try to be quick, so that we get all the glimpse of everything we're doing. So just estimating on the size, that's what we do. This seems thicker, I'll cut it the other way. I just do that. After we do that, we'll put them nicely in a bowl. We'll use our garlic, just a little bit of garlic, maybe a teaspoon of garlic should do. If you want like more, you can put more, flavors and taste according to what someone likes. And some black pepper briefly there. Salt, about a teaspoon of salt. And then I'll use the soya sauce, just a fair amount. Mix all of them like that. Once it's like this, then we'll put this chicken in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then I'll be back again. Thank you. I'm back again. Now we'll make the mixture of the sauce, which we'll put over our chicken after deep frying it. So we'll make it ready. So we need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and we need 3 of honey. Come on. I usually like to add like at least another 2 or 3 of ketchup. We'll add corn flour, just a teaspoon. It will help with the thickening. Just a teaspoon. And a little bit of water, just you can use lukewarm water, at least so that the honey also blends in well. Oops. half a glass of this little glass of water. I'll say per measurement about 150 to 200 ml of water that we're using. Then we'll come over to our stove. Over to the stove, we'll put our mixture in a saucepan. You can use a pan or anything you want to use. Put it like that. Then we'll keep on stirring. We don't want it to burn underneath, so you'll stir it until and leave it until it starts to bubble. I'll get out of this place and come back when it bubbles. Okay, I'll show you now. Again, with our sauce, the honey sauce is starting to bubble. It's bubbling now, as you can see. So I've been stirring it until it gets to this. You leave it a little bit and come and stir until it starts to bubble. So we know it's nice and runny. And also, while making the sauce, the honey sauce, I've put some oil in a pot ready for deep frying so that it starts to heat up. So just, enough, just a third of the pot should be enough. So that's what it is then. I'll lower the heat. Let it cook a little bit more while I get the chicken now. I'll be back to show you how to put the chicken now in the flour and ready to deep fry. And now the chicken has been in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So now we'll prepare the flour where we can dip it in. As I said, it's an easier method. We are not making like a batter for it. We're just dipping it in flour. So you need a cup of the flour. I'll do just maybe 1 1/4. And then 3/4 cup of corn flour. Oh, not 3/4, a third. Oh, mixing up my measurements. It's a third of a cup of corn flour. And then baking powder. Baking powder, I'll put like half a teaspoon there. We want to make it to put it so that it can fluff up the mixture. I'll mix these ingredients and then a little bit of salt, just a little. Remember, we did put some salt in there, so I'll just put another little bit here and then mix my dry ingredients. Well, they're like this. You put all your chicken. You see, after marinating, it's got like some juices there, so just put everything in there. Yeah, we want to put everything in there. And now we'll use our hands. Put this aside and use our hands to make sure every piece has got flour on it. Can work it like that. You see, like something like just to cover it with flour like that. Work it the way you want in your pot. We're not worrying about them touching each other, because at the end you put them one by one in the pot. So it's like that. You see, they're nicely covered like that. This side is not covered. Make sure when you put in the pot, it's covered. See, easier way. And it's also good for those people who are allergic to eggs. So I didn't add any eggs. Some recipes have got eggs, but this dry method, you don't need an egg. So now we'll come over to our stove, because I remember I put our oil to start heating up. So here we are. We'll start with one piece and see how it goes. You now at the pot here. Yeah, it's hot enough. See, our pieces are well covered there. And this method, they won't even, you know, like hold clash to each other, you know, like the other methods. Usually they will just, you have to be really careful because they will just clamp into each other. But this one, you continue to put your chicken. You can even push the initial ones to one side and continue adding. Do your first batch. You can do them like mostly in batches, so that at least you can use the same oil. You don't keep on adding. I think I've put enough. I'll just put on the sides there. Careful not to burn, please. Yeah. So you see, already cooking there. I'll come back when they are browning and then we'll continue. Thank you. Back to our stove. Now our chicken breast pieces are nice and crunchy, brown. Put them in a bowl. Put them in a bowl nicely. See, they are so crunchy. They are going. So this method is so good because they become crunchy outside, and inside they will remain really good. Hear the sound? But inside, I tell you, we can try one there. We can try one there. Can you see? Okay, you cut it like that. It's crunchy, but look, inside it's really good. Oh, taste that one. Tasting good. And remember, we did our sauce earlier, which was good to have our sauce ready. That one we mixed brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of honey, ketchup, tomato, 2 tablespoons, and some corn flour to thicken a bit. That it's ready. So you just drizzle over to your liking. I'll use a fork because they are nice and crunchy, so I'm not afraid that anything will open up or anything. So that's how I like this method compared to the other buttery one. So, and you are not scared of having too much flour on your chicken. I'm happy with this. I don't want too much. And then I'll change it into another cleaner plate, ready for serving, for high tea with friends, or use it as a starter, or put some rice on the side and something else and enjoy. So that's the end product of our honey soya chicken, or just honey chicken. So if you've got anything to be clarified, you can drop a comment on the comment section. Otherwise, this is the recipe. Thank you for watching.